Taylor Builders is a commercial construction company based in Townsville. We do commercial construction, we do aquatic construction, we work for the Queensland Government across multiple entities, QBuild, Department of Housing, Department of Education, and we do aquatic projects largely for local government, so 50-metre pools, 25-metre pools, splash pads, and small scales water parks. And we do that and deliver that for local governments and Queensland government departments all over Queensland.
So do you have a sense of how much time you've saved, or you do save on each tender now through the use of Tenderfy?
I could easily say, particularly on the smaller tenders, it wouldn't be unrealistic to say it'd be north of 50%. On the larger tenders, you know, I still think it's probably north than 50%. So in some respects, it has probably cut it in half. And I think we're still on an evolution and on a track to improve that. But it gives us an ability now to not miss anything. You know, in the past, we'd say, oh, do we have a chance to actually get that? Oh, maybe we don't have enough time to put that together. I think the congestion at times is Queensland Government will procure in big batches. So there's 10 tenders at once, and then you're trying to pick off which ones you can do. Well, I think now we can have an opportunity to probably do them all. Price is still a large part of it, and that's hard trying to chase up subcontractors. But we are now not having the battle around the non-price and whether we can put it together. It's now around making sure our subbies are getting stuff around that. So we actually have a different problem to deal with.
Do you still miss opportunities, Cameron, or do you feel that you're not actually missing any opportunities now with Tenderfy, unless it's out of choice?
No, definitely not missing any opportunities now. I mean, I made a call on a couple of tenders this week in particular where we decided to pull out, and that had nothing to do with us delivering the information. It was about our capacity to deliver from a construction point of view. So if anything, I've kicked it down the road to create other problems, but I am proud because it was a problem that I'd identified that we were getting feedback and we were missing out on tenders. So we've dealt with that, and I'm not saying it's finished work, but my problem now exists around capacity to deliver, not capacity to tender.
And would you be able to have an idea of what increase you've seen in your strike rate for winning bids? Do you have any numbers around that?
Look, I think the difficulty, so we've seen a number of bids that we've won or tenders in the last 8 weeks. So it's probably resulted in probably 6 to 7 contracts, maybe 8 contracts now, with a value of probably nearing 15 to 18 million. Now, still to be delivered, some of these projects, but we now talk about capacity. So over a 12-month period, I've been on Tenderfy for, it'll be nearly 12 months in January next year, but I don't feel like we've seen the best of it yet. I think the best of it's still to come. There's really good signs so far. And what scares me a little bit sometimes is if the market changes even more dramatically, you know, we're going to have, I think, greater success and then more have capacity constraints, trades, ability to actually deliver some of this stuff. So, yeah, which is a good problem.
So if another company was to ask you, but not a competitor, but if another company was to ask you whether Tenderfy was worth it or added value, what would your response be?
Oh, and I think I've said that to you multiple times. The worst thing I can do is tell other construction companies that are similar to us in our similar field to, hey, go and talk to Tom about Tenderfy, because that's the last thing I want. I used to think of it as it wasn't a numbers game. Well, absolutely, it is a numbers game. The more that you put out there, the more chance that you have, the higher success rate you will have.
Have you seen that through Tenderfy directly, Cameron?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel that Tenderfy has definitely given you a competitive edge?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you see Tenderfy fitting into those plans for the group's growth?
Well, one of the things that because we've been on from very early was that any feedback we provided on stuff that we thought would improve from an end user point of view, you've always taken on board, Tom. So, you know, that's great.